Look at it though. Right, look at the bit sticking out there. So cool. Oh God, one of my pet hates in front of me. Phone cases like that. Absolutely hate them. Why would you get a phone case that you can keep your credit cards in, so when you have your phone stolen, you lose everything? Right, before I went under the church, I thought I'd go into the church. Look at these confessional boxes. They're beautiful. This is a wonderful, wonderful church. Look at this. Now, there's quite a few people in here and nobody is talking apart from me. So I've got to be very quiet. There's also people just to my left that are praying. So I need to be respectful as much as I can. Like, no talking about 40-year-old Jesus on this trip. I'm a bad man. Look at that. Wow. I don't want to spend too long in here because we need to get underneath the place. Look at the carving on these though. They've gone above and beyond again. Told you, everything just seems to be spectacular in this city. Wow. Right, I'm literally just doing one walk round and straight out. But I've got to be careful because I'm getting funny looks. Now look, this will be down to the crypt. That will have been sealed, and it's probably something to do with this as well. It'll be a family burial underneath there. Right, to my left, there's an organ, and it is probably the fanciest organ I've ever seen. I'll show you in a sec, but look at this. Yeah, look. How cool are all these? But let me show you that organ. Look at the detail on that. That's mad. Like this bit here, look. Look at that. Right, we better head back out because I don't want to get in trouble. Oh, look at that little spiral staircase thing up to the, oh, it's not the altar, the bit where they preach from. I can never remember the names. It's just amazing. Carved out of stone. And look at the back of that as well there. Wow. Come on, we need to go. Right, here we are, look. So right next to the church, it's down here. And I'm guessing, yeah, it says it's open. That's good. Why is that glowing like blue? I don't know if my eyes have gone weird. Now, I've just been looking. There's skeletons of 50,000 people down here. Right, I've already walked past a few bits up there, but I'm being watched. So I'll film down here first and I'll show you these on the way back up. There's some quite grim music going on. Right, come on. Look at this. Look where we're going. How cool is this? This is, as an explorer, this is the sort of thing I'd like to find myself. Oh Lord, I don't even know which way I'm going. Look, all the old gravestones. Now there's a lot more people in here, so I'm gonna have to be careful and try and not film them and rush past them when I get to them. Oh my Lord, look at this. Look at this. I wish I brought my torch now. Can't see because of me. Look at this. That's hundreds and hundreds of people that would have been walking around one day. I think that is crazy. And like I said, there's 50,000 down here. And it's very similar to the Paris catacombs, but the bit that's open to the public. Thing is, I know a lot of explorers would have gone, oh, we're under this chateau that we've been exploring that's abandoned, and look what we've found. They've like made it up and stuff, pretending they were somewhere else. Not me. I'll tell you exactly where I am. Right, look in here. So we've just seen all the heads of all the people. Oh Lord, look at that. This is amazing. This is better than the bit that's open in the Paris catacombs to people. Like, obviously I've been in the other bit, but I've seen the photos from Paris. This is better. Look at all those faces looking back at you. Oh, it's bizarre. Right, on we go again. Up more tunnels that are lit. It's so freaky down here and I love it. It's one of the best places I think I've ever been. Wow. Oh wow. All the walls of bones. Think about it, just think about each face on there is somebody that was walking around, talking, laughing, breathing, having sex, running, dancing, singing, fighting, and now this is where they are. And most of these are from the 1700s. They're tiny skulls. They're really small, they're children's. Or maybe women's. Wow, what a place. I love it, I love it. And I'm a weirdo for loving it, but I do. Look at this. Every wall. Oh, we've got somebody in their coffin again, look. But this time it's bones. Not with clothes on. I'm guessing that's to keep it at a certain temperature in here. Wow. And then I wonder how far that goes. Just, you've got to think, right, that's 5 foot of bones piled on top of each other. Look at that. Now on the way in, I noticed a number of skulls with holes in their heads, like from battle or something. That's the same, look, a big hole. That's not just wear and tear. There's something terrible happened to that person. And it's the same down there as well. Look at the shape of people's skulls though, how they differ. Like that one's got a really round head. That one's got quite prominent eyebrows. I just think this place is crazy. I'm so glad I came in this one. I loved the last one, but I think this one's even better. But do you know what I love? These little tunnels, I think they're so cool. So good walking down these. You've got little doors with skeletons off. Like, where does that go? Obviously it's going to be locked. But what's behind there? That's making loads of noise. Right, I think we're done. It's not very big, but obviously we don't get full access to the place. Same as Paris catacombs. They just show you one little bit. Look at that, it's so good. So these are all medals and pendants found on the bodies and been put to one side and kept. That's crazy. Yeah, these are the ones with the holes in the heads that I was talking about earlier on. I'm sorry it's really loud in here, but there's a guide next to me telling some people stuff. Anyway, time to go out. Talking about coins and pendants, look what I got for the book. It's in a little protective case. It's got all the skulls on it. How cool is that? And actually, it only cost me about £2. Which is really good. That'd be a tenner in the UK. But look, blue sky, that's good. We need to leave now though. I might just stop for a drink somewhere because I'm really thirsty. That coffee, I don't know why, it's made me even more thirsty this morning. So, oh, it's so much better with sun. Honestly, look at what difference it makes to the places when you can see the grey cloud going away over there. But yeah. Now, I want to go further up here, but I ain't got time. But I'll show you from here what I can see. Look, got a big wheel up there. Do you know what I bet it's good for here? Christmas markets. I'd love to come back here for Christmas markets. We're a bit early because we're still in October. A lot of them start in November though. I actually think it'd be pretty good for Halloween as well. Because you've got to think, like, it's quite a spooky place anyway. So I think it'd be brilliant. And we're only, what, a week away from Halloween. Just timed it that little bit wrong, it would have been good. Anyway, let's head back to the car. Like I said though, look at this, look. With a blue sky background, it just makes such a difference. I've just been taking photos of it and it just looks so lovely. Right, didn't know what was going on then. The drain just started going down. I didn't know what it were. It sounded like a jet engine. When this channel is big enough, and it's down to you, when this channel is big enough, I will start doing like a travel channel as well, I think. But I'd need an editor, so I'd need more money. I'd need to go away more per month, which is more money. So it would need to be like where the channel's grown, because at the moment it sustains my wage, the trips, and a little bit extra. Nothing more. Like, people always ask, oh, do you make like tens of thousands on YouTube? At the moment, no, not really. It pays more than my wage used to. It pays quite a bit more than my wage used to, and I get to see all these amazing things. But I'm not some millionaire. I don't make like tens of thousands a month. Oh my lord. Look at this building. Look at that alien. Look at this building. I need to get out of the sun, and I'm just waiting for these people to move. Oh, which have now walked the other way. Yeah. Look at the alien head. That reminds me of Andy. But yeah, look at these. Wow. That is crazy. That's brilliant. Right, I went in the gift shop with the alien. My brain has just exploded. The woman came up to me and said, is it like, obviously my fault for not knowing the language. And she went, English? I went, yeah. And she went, la boo boo, brain rot. Just kept showing me everything, like literally telling me everything that was in there. Skibidi toilet. Like, I know what all these things are. But wooden toys, Czechoslovakia. This, Slovenia. This, made here. Please stop. And she went on, and I mean, I'm not doing it justice how fast she spoke and how many items she said, and it lasted about 2 minutes, and I didn't know what to say. And the thing is, I was on my way out of the shop at that point. So, weird. Right, I'm just popping in here because I lost my toothbrush. I don't know what I've done with it. I must have left it somewhere. So we're just gonna get a cheap toothbrush, the cheapest I can see. They're $49, so that's like £1.70, I think. Can't see any less than that. No, that'll do. I think that is the cheapest. So yeah, we'll get that. I've also left my toothpaste, so I need some of that. So get some Colgate. And then I need some baby wipes for the obvious. Right, that toothpaste, toothbrush and wipes came to a £5, which is more than I expected. But the places we went in earlier on, so both crypts, came to a total of €5. It was €2 to get in one and €3 to get in the other. Can't go wrong with that. Not gonna lie, some of these look really tempting. Like that Nutella thing, like pastry with Nutella in it and then ice cream in as well. Oh, I need to be good though. Oh God, it's 20. So that's, what's that? About 80p. Is it? So it cost me it was £17 for 450 yesterday. So 45 is £1.70. So half of that, it's like, yeah, it's just less than that. So yeah, it's about 80p. Right, look at that. Look at that. So it's cinnamon covered, the one I went for. Got fruit on top, chocolate inside and on top, and it's cream. I thought it were ice cream at first, and I'm glad it's cream because I'm not a massive ice cream fan. I don't mind it, but just not lots. But look, that is just That is a shot, innit? Look at that shot. I'm an idiot. Right, come on, let's go. Right, I think that's been one of the nicest things I've ever eaten. Like, I'm not a sweet person. I don't, if you often notice, I'll have lots of savoury rather than having a dessert because I prefer it. But that was outstanding. Right, I love cinnamon stuff, so that helped. But that cream was proper cream. It wasn't just like UHT milk cream, it was nice. Anyway, we're almost back at the car. I wish I'd had time to go up to that church because it is magnificent, to be fair. And then there's the castle as well, which is behind these buildings somewhere. So, right, I need a wee. I might just go and have a wee in McDonald's and get a drink from in there. Jesus, him on that scooter almost had it then. Wow, they are a menace, some of these people on scooters, but I don't think they're as bad as people make out. Right, let's go and find a wee and drink a Coke. Hopefully that way round. It is weird, right? I've got my drink and I've had my wee, but it is weird round here because it's like extreme wealth and extreme poverty, but they don't seem, now that's wrong, they don't seem poor, they just seem a different class to each other. I'm not saying that they've got no money because I think they have. Oh, this market looks and smells good. It's like a food hall and everything in there. But yeah, you get like these next to me, like a bit of a Slavic look to them, and they're all wearing the same sort of clothes. Then we do have homeless, but then some very, very rich looking people all walking in the same space, not seem to be bothered by each other. All quite odd, really. But I've just seen a boy that can't have been much older than Freddie, maybe 11, just walking along with a cig on, having a fag, just walking along the road. I just think that's like, you couldn't imagine it. And these days, you don't see people smoking really in the UK that often these days anyway, but an 11-year-old, weird. And then there's a boy, wait, walking along with a massive horn. I mean, like a horn off a animal's head. Huge big thing. Such a random place. So weird, but I like it. Different. Right, look at this guy behind us. Oh, I don't know if he's going to pass us. Sort of want him to. Just a minute. I'm going to pull in so he can come past us in a minute, I think. Just give us a sec, Oh, I'm stopping at lights. If I go right over to this right hand side, it should. Oh no, I'm supposed to go to the left. That guy there. He's on like a bike thing with one wheel that's not a bike. It's just a wheel. It's basically just a wheel. Look, how cool is that? That's right good. Look at him, how cool is he? He is so cool. Now the problem about going long distances in short periods of time is the fact that we have to go on motorways, which I don't really like. No, I like driving on motorways, I ain't got a problem with that. But when I'm filming or wanting to see somewhere, it's just not ideal. I'd rather be on the little roads, seeing all the cool stuff. But as we've got 3 countries to cover this trip, then I need to really, like, there's a big cool church over there that I'd like to show you and stuff like that, and there's mountains and hills and all sorts, but we've just got to crack on and get from place to place. It shouldn't be as bad tomorrow. Well, should it? I don't know, because basically we've got lots of locations to do today and tomorrow. It's what, 2 o'clock now. It were a 3-hour drive from there to where we're going next, but then it's not as far between the locations when we get up there, and that'll be in Poland then. But then we're going to make a mass rush back down afterwards. So I don't know. It all depends how many locations we get in, and then how stressed I start getting. So if I've got one, then we poo ourselves. If I get two, I'm still thinking, oh my God, this is terrible. Three, I'll be like, this is all right. Even though it's a 5-week month next month, we'll survive. If I get four, I'll be well happy. But bearing in mind we've got one, and we need 3 more, and we've only got the rest of today and all of tomorrow, and then that is it. Right, we're finally off the motorways. It looks lovely. Look over there. Beautiful. It's really nice around here. Little villages, like this has got a little cemetery. That's not really the nicest thing I could have pointed out first, but it's just what we're going past. But yeah, little churches, little houses. I don't know why everything's little, but do you know what I mean? It's just nice to see a difference, and there is a difference, definitely, from Slovakia. Slovakia was a lot of single-story buildings, whereas we're getting multiple-story buildings here. So it has changed. But actually, sorry about that, we're not far from the Polish border, so it'll probably all change again soon. Yeah, we're in the countryside now. The tree colours are amazing. It just doesn't do it justice as we're driving past. Look at that little weird building there. Some of the places we've come through so far have been really good. Really, really good. But I've been trying to work out which way we're going. So that's why I've not been able to show you. But it's changed again. And like I said, we are very close now to the Polish border. But the houses, just where we are, it very much reminds me of Slovenia. When I went to Slovenia with like the roads that run through the valleys, it's really good. I really like it. And all the buildings are like quirky and cool, like different to the UK. Oh, some of these behind as well. I wish I could get out and show you, like little streams running through. But we've got no time again. I'd love to add an extra couple of days onto the trip, but it just adds expense on, because either I'm sleeping in the car and I've got to hire the car for extra days, or I'm going in hotels. It's more, but then also I try and fit it in so I don't miss any days with Freddie. So that's why as well. Look at this, so cute. So good. Like the little rolling hills, it's brilliant. Yeah, because with Freddie we split it, so 1 week I'll have him 4 days, the next week I'll have him 3. But then when I have him the 3 days on the week previous, I'll have him, so basically then I've got the whole weekend where I haven't got him. I'll have him on the Thursday, but then I haven't got him on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and I come back on Tuesday and whoa, that was a tighter corner than I expected. Yeah, so we'll come back. I come back on a Tuesday and I go on a Friday morning normally. I haven't this time, we've moved it around a little bit, but it's so I can fit it in and see him and not miss a single day. Like, I haven't missed a day apart from going to his football on a Sunday morning. I don't miss anything at all. So if I extend it, then I start missing days. And the whole point of this job for me, well, part of it, is to be able to spend more time with my family, not less. God, this is why the road took me by surprise, because we started going around corners. Look at the colour of outside, the leaves and everything is brilliant. See what I mean about the different houses? You get some right cool, weird buildings knocking about. Such a shame it's gone grey again. It's just started to rain a bit as well. But we get like normal houses like that, and then the next thing you've got a bright green one. We just had a railway line running along the side of the road. No barriers, no nothing. Like nothing to stop your child running on there or anything. Not like it would be in the UK. Nothing. And it was right next to the road. And I wish there'd been a big train go along it. I've seen some really... I'm not one of these train weirdos. I know there's plenty of you out there, but I am not one of them. But the trains are different here. They're more like, I don't know, like your old-fashioned, not steam trains, but the ones that came out after that. That's what it makes me think of. But yeah, it is cool to see, because it's just not what you see in the UK. That's why I enjoy seeing things like that. Right, stopped raining. I've just got out of the car for a minute because I've seen this place here. That's quite a busy road, so I've got to be careful. I say busy, it's not really busy, but it is for a little road in the middle of the countryside. So I'll have to get across here now. It says above the door, number 43, 1874. But as you can see, it's a bit blocked up. I can't even show you because of the stuff. Wait a minute. Yeah, look, 1874. I've got the wrong shoes on, but I'm going to go around see if I can get... Oh, Jesus. Half the wall just collapsed. See if I can get around the back and have a look if there's anything inside worth seeing. Because if I can get an explored on here, it makes my life a lot easier. Right, can we see? I don't know if you can see through this window, you know, or not. There's net curtains on, so I can't really see anything. Oh God, I should have just come up this entrance up here, really, shouldn't I? Instead of climbing round here. Ow! Bastard nettle. I don't mind being nettled, but that was in a not a very nice place. Can't really tell. Sort of looks like there's stuff in there, but because of the condensation I can't tell. Right, just give me a minute. Right, we're inside. We're in the barn at the moment, and I've just walked through this bit because I actually came in there. However, we're sort of not in the main house here. I've been trying to find a way around it. We're in a cellar. That this is why this is moving, not because of anything else. There's a cellar there, and a spooky looking room there. But then the main house, I ain't got my torch with me, can you tell? One sec, that's better. Right, the main house is behind this door. That goes up to not the main house as well, so there's no point climbing over that. But this is locked. Well, I don't think it's locked actually, because I can see the lock. There's something behind it. Might just try and give it an hard push. No, it's not going anywhere. I've given it a push. I'm not going to break it. The other door, I can see you can't get through over there. I've already climbed up on this to have a look. But I think it'd be quite a cool place. If we just look at the... Look. There's the designs on there. I think it's quite an old... Well, we know it's 1874, but I think it's quite a cool place. Look at it in there. But I don't know if there's... I don't want to... Oh, God. They have big dogs, look. Must have been a big dog, that one. Wow. I don't want to, like, work too hard to get in it. Because at the end of the day, we don't know if it's any good. Like, if I could see what was inside the place in the main building and it looked really good, then I'd make an effort to maybe go further around that way. But I ain't got time. Unless I know it's a definitely really good location. Oh, there's no point. Right, I'm going back to the car.